Sex parlors hid in plain sight, neighbors say. Miami Herald. February 27, 2019, 09:41 p.m. In the drab, cookie-cutter world of Florida strip mall storefronts, there was little about the 5 Asian-themed spas lining Federal Highway in northern Palm Beach and southern Martin counties that screamed hub of human trafficking. Yet, over a dozen witnesses to the daily routine in the suburban shopping centers told the Miami Herald they knew something was off about the parlors long before last week's police raids, part of a sex trafficking and prostitution sting that nabbed New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft and hundreds of other customers, along with several business owners. Windows of the massage parlors were always dark, they said, with any activity inside shielded from prying eyes by heavy drapes. Blue and red neon, I always had a bad vibe about it, said Abby Atwell, a young woman who worked at a smoothie shop next door to Cove Day Spa in Stewart. My mom was always. Get 6 months of free digital access to the Miami Herald. Miami Beach has shut down 4 massage parlors where police believe women may have been forced into sex work. There were other eyebrow-raising peculiarities too. Like the office it was as if people were not just working there, but surreptitiously living there, which apparently they were. Everyone ignored it. Everyone looked every day, men visited the spas. Some were tipped off, cash in hand. They were greeted in the parking lot by a woman and ushered quickly to a door around back. In Hope Sound, 30 to 45 minutes later, the men would emerge. The scene might repeat. What happened inside was a badly kept secret, whispered loudly around the small towns. We all knew from the beginning, said Thi, a nail technician in Hope Sound whose clients told her of their experiences at the spa next door. The women would touch the Thi and others interviewed by the Herald said they didn't say anything about the spas to authorities, fearful of making a false accusation. Those fears seem to have evaporated somewhat. One landlord left. That could be the least of the operator's problems. Authorities said many of the women working in the spas were brought over from China under false pretenses and forced to service many men a day. They weren't locked away. The number of women authorities are treating as victims has not been released, although witnesses described anywhere from 1 to 4 women working at each location. They will be fielded to the appropriate community resources that will include housing, medical services, and mental health services that they need, said Dr. Heidi Schaffer, an internal medicine physician, and president of the Human Trafficking Coalition of the Palm Beaches. Experts say prosecuting trafficking is especially difficult as it relies heavily on victim testimony. Often victims are other than hotels. Massage parlors are the #1 venue for sex trafficking in the United States, according to Polaris, a leading anti-trafficking group. Over 9,000 illicit massage businesses are operated across the country, representing a $2.5 billion industry, Polaris says. The spa workers many of the parlors are registered and operated by an employee who serves as a front, making it difficult if not impossible to trace the ultimate owner or hold those who benefit financially accountable. 3 women, identified by Palm Beach and Martin County authorities as owners or managers of the spas, were arrested on various charges including racketeering and operating a house of prostitution. The spas had been of the 5 spas, 3 are affiliated with one matron through business records and 2 with a different matron. Everything from as yet, no one has been charged with human trafficking, but police have called the recent revelations the tip of the iceberg. Sarah Blasky covers local government in municipalities across Miami-Dade County. She holds a mass February 28, 2019, 01:39 p.m. Pembroke Pines, Florida, police arrested Robert Ormiston, 57, after 86-year-old Marilyn Ormiston died Thursday morning from injuries suffered Wednesday night at her home in the 6800 block of Southwest 8th Street. Get 6 months of free digital access to the Miami Herald. Real-time updates and all local stories you want right in the palm of your hand.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the dot dot dot. Looking up, open the park, pot pot.